Hello students. So the next topic that we discuss is we know that if we have a conic, let's say ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Suppose we have a conic and suppose we have a chord of this conic, and suppose we know the coordinates of the midpoint of this chord. Suppose this is the midpoint of this chord, then what would be the equation of this chord? The equation of this chord is given by t is equal to s1. This gives us the equation of this chord whose midpoint is x1, y1. What is t? T is the equation of the tangent, so it is axx1 plus hxy1 plus yx1 plus dy1 plus g into x plus x1 plus f into y plus y1 plus c. This is t, and what is s1? Just put x and y1 in this expression. So this is ax1 square plus 2hx1 y1 plus dy1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2f y1 plus c. So t is equal to s1 gives the equation of this chord whose midpoint is known to us. Now we do this next article. It says to find the locus of the midpoints of a system of parallel chords in a conic. Suppose we are given a conic ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0, and suppose we have a system of parallel chords in this. Suppose we have a system of parallel chords in this, and suppose all these chords are parallel to a line whose slope is m. Suppose all these chords are parallel to a line whose slope is m. And suppose we have a conic in which we have a system of parallel chords where we have to find a locus of the midpoints of all this system of parallel chords. So if you join the midpoints of all these chords, what would be the path? We will show that the path would be a straight line. Alright? So we have to find the equation of that straight line. So the solution is like this. Suppose the equation of the conic is this. Gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. And suppose you have a system of parallel chords which are all parallel to a line whose slope is m. Alright? So we have to find the locus of the midpoints of all these parallel chords. So let x and y1 be a point of the locus. Then if x and y1 is a point on the locus, then x and y1 is the midpoint of a chord which is parallel to a line whose slope is m. So x and y1 is the midpoint of a chord which is parallel to a line whose slope is m. So since we are knowing the midpoint of the chord, we can write the equation of the chord like this: t is equal to s. So equation of the chord with midpoint x and y1 is this equation: t is equal to s1. So this equation we can write. We can also write the equation. We can also write t like this: ax1 xy1 axg plus we remember all these things from this determinant. AHG, HBF, GFC. Right? So you know this determinant is delta. So AHG is the first row, HBF is the second row, GFC is the third row. So AHGX plus HBFY plus GFC. This is T equal to S1. T equal to S1, where S1 is this is S1. So this is the equation of this chord whose midpoint is x1, y1. What is the slope of this chord? Slope of this chord is minus ax1 plus hy1 plus g over and slope of this chord is because all these chords are parallel to the line whose slope is m. So slope of this slope is equal to m. So this implies you get a that's g plus m times h b f is equal to 0. Alright, we got this equation. And to find the equation of the slope, find the equation of the locus, what we do is let x1, y1 be any point of the locus, and then we get the relation in x1 and y1, and then we replace x1 by x and y1 by y. So if you replace x1 by x and y1 by y, you get the equation of the locus. So the locus is ax plus hy plus g plus m times hx plus by plus f is equal to 0, and you can see that this is a linear equation in x and y. So this is the equation of a straight line, and this is the equation of the locus of the midpoints of parallel chords. So if you have a system of parallel chords, all chords parallel to the line whose slope is m, then if you join the midpoints of all these parallel chords, the midpoints of all these parallel chords would lie on this line. This is the equation of a straight line. Alright, so we have got the equation of the locus. Now notice one more thing about this line. This line is, you have a linear expression plus m times another linear expression is equal to 0. So this line passes through the point of intersection. This line, let's call this line star, passes through the point of intersection of these two lines, ax plus hy plus g equal to 0 and hx plus by plus f equal to 0. This line passes through the point of intersection of these two lines, and the point of intersection of these two lines, if you remember from your earlier lectures, the point of intersection of these two lines is the center of the cone. When we had to find the center of the cone, we solve these two equations. So the point of intersection of these two straight lines is the center of the cone. So this straight line, this locus passes through the center of the cone. For example, so this is the center of the cone. Then the locus of midpoints of all these parallel chords will pass through the center of the cone, and any line which passes through the center of the cone is called a diameter. Any line which passes through the center of the cone is called a diameter. So the locus of midpoints of parallel chords is a diameter. Locus of midpoints of parallel chords is a diameter, and if all the chords are parallel to a line whose slope is m, then the equation of that diameter is this. So this is what we have done so far. Next we have a definition. What are conjugate diameters? So what are conjugate diameters? Of a conic. Two diameters of a conic are called conjugate diameters. Right? Two diameters, example this and this. Two diameters of a conic are called conjugate diameters if one bisects the chords parallel to the other. If one bisects the chords parallel to the other. Alright, for example, these two diameters are conjugate diameters because this diameter bisects the chords parallel to this diameter and this diameter bisects the chords parallel to this diameter. So two diameters are called conjugate diameters if one bisects the chords parallel to the other. So this was the definition of conjugate diameters. Next we have we find the equation of the chord of contact of a conic. Chord of contact of a conic with respect to given point. Alright, so what is that chord of contact? Suppose we have a conic, say s equal to 0, where s is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2y plus c. So this is the general equation of a conic. Suppose s equal to 0 is a conic, and suppose we have a point P whose coordinates are x1 and y1, and suppose from this point P we draw two tangents to this conic. So from this point we draw two tangents to the conic, and suppose these tangents meet the conic at the point Q and R. So if you join Q and R, then this line QR is called chord of contact. Chord of contact of this conic with respect to the point X and Y. So we have to find the equation of this chord of contact. If the equation of the conic is given to us, and if we are given a point whose coordinates are x1 and y1, and then what would be the chord of contact of this conic with respect to this point? The chord of contact is the line joining the points, which joins the points of contact of the two tangents drawn from this point. So let the equation of the conic be ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Let p x1 y1 be the coordinates of a point. Alright, then suppose from P you draw two tangents of this conic, and suppose they touch the conic at the point Q whose coordinates are x dash and y dash, and at the point R whose coordinates are x dash and y double dash. Suppose you draw two tangents from the point P which touch the conic at the point Q and at the point R. Then what is the equation of the tangent? equation of the tangent to the conic x equal to 0 at the point Q, x dash y dash. What is its equation? What is the equation of this tangent? The equation of the tangent is t equal to 0, which you can write as axx dash plus h xy dash plus yx dash plus byy dash plus g x plus x dash plus f y plus y dash plus c equal to 0. This is the equation of the tangent PQ. What is the equation of the tangent at the point R? The equation of the tangent at the point R is axx double dash plus h xy double dash plus yx double dash plus b y dash dash plus g x plus x double dash plus f y plus double dash plus c equal to 0. This is the equation of the tangent, equation of this tangent. Now this tangent and this tangent, both these tangents pass through the point x and y1. So x and y1 lies on this tangent and x and y1 lies on this tangent also. So x and y1 satisfies the first equation. So if you put x equal to x1 and y equal to y1, first equation is satisfied, and the second, this tangent also passes through the point x and y1. That means if you put x equal to x1 and y equal to y1, the second equation is also satisfied. Now this equation and this equation, both these equations, alright, these equations tell us so this implies, so what do these two equations tell us? These two equations tell us that x dash y dash and x double dash y double dash lie on the line. Which line? That means, and that line is this axx1 plus h xy h xy1 plus yx1 plus byy1 plus g x plus x1 plus f y plus y1 plus c equal to 0. This equation and this equation, these two equations tell us that x dash y dash lies on this line, x dash y dash lies on this line because of equation 1, and x double dash and y dash lies on this line because of this equation. So these two equations tell us that these two points are Q and R. So these two equations tell us that the point Q and the point R lie on this, and this is the equation of a straight line. So these 2 points lie on this straight line. And what is the line on which these two points lie? The line on which the point Q and R lie is the chord of contact. The point on which the line on which the point Q and R lie is the chord of contact. So what is the equation of the chord of contact? The equation of chord of contact is this. So this equation, you know that this equation is, in short, can be written as t equal to 0. Alright, where t is this part. So the equation of the chord of contact is simply t equal to 0. If the conic is s equal to 0 and we are given a point P, and from the point P if you draw two tangents to the conic, then if you join the points of contact, then this chord is called chord of contact, and the equation of this chord of contact would be t equal to 0. That is what we have found. That is what we have done. So after chord of contact, next article is director circle. director circle of a conic. What is director circle of a conic? The director circle of a conic let me explain you with the figure. Suppose you have a conic here, right? And suppose you have the tangents. You draw two tangents to this conic which are perpendicular to each other. These two tangents are perpendicular to each other. So the point of intersection of all such tangents, the point of intersection of all such tangents, the path of the point of intersection of all such tangents is called the director circles. This is one pair of tangents. This is say another pair of tangents. The point of intersection is this, and suppose you have this tangent and this tangent. They are also perpendicular to each other. Their point of intersection of these. So the locus of the locus of the point of intersection of all such tangents. We will see that the locus of the point of intersection of all these tangents will make a circle. That circle is called director circle of this conic. The director circle of this conic, and we can also see. We will also see the center of the circle will be same as the center of the conic. The center of the director circle is same as the center of the conic. So how to find the equation of the director circle? So what is director circle of a conic? Director circle of a conic is the locus of the point of intersections. The locus of the point of intersections of perpendicular tangents to the conic. So the director circle of the conic s equal to 0 is the locus of the perpendicular tangents to the conic. Perpendicular tangents to the conic. So if you draw the tangents which are perpendicular to the conic, then the point of intersection of all those tangents lie on a path, and that path is a circle. That circle is called director circle. So let's find the equation of the director circle of the conic. Suppose the equation of the conic is going to be this: ex square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Suppose this is the equation of a conic given to us. Alright, so we say let x and y1 be any point of the locus. Let x and y1 be any point of the locus. On the locus. So from this point, so what is that means x and y1 is what? That means x and y1 is the point of intersection of perpendicular tangents. That means x and y1 is the point of intersection of perpendicular tangents. So what is the equation of, what is the joint equation of these two tangents? The joint equation of these two tangents, then the equation of the tangents, the pair of tangents from P to s equal to 0 is ss1 is equal to p square. Okay, this we have already done. The joint equation of these two tangents is given by ss1 is equal to p square. So what is s? S is written by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c. S1 is ax1 square plus 2hx1 y1 plus by1 square plus 2g x1 plus 2f y1 plus c. And what is p? P is axg, ax1 axg into x plus hbf into y plus, okay, remember A as G, HB as GFC. Okay, the first row, second row and third row. Using three rows you can write the equation of tangent. A as Gx plus HB at y plus GFC square. Let's write square here. So S1 is equal to T square. This gives us the joint equation of these two tangents. Alright. So if these two tangents, now these two tangents are not just any two tangents, they are those tangents which are perpendicular to each other. So if these two tangents are perpendicular to each other, then the coefficient of x square in this equation, the coefficient of x square plus the coefficient of y square must be equal to 0. So since the tangents are perpendicular, this implies the coefficient of x square plus the coefficient of y square must be equal to 0. So what you do is you find the coefficient of x square and the coefficient of y square and put it equal to 0. So what is the coefficient of x square? The coefficient of x square would be A plus B. So this is A plus B, because this is A into x square into this bracket. This is coefficient of x square, and what is the coefficient of y square? B into this. So A plus B into, let's call this as S1. A plus B into S1, and then you will also have coefficient of x squares, because this is a square here. So you will have this square and this square, a coefficient of x square and y square. When they come to the next left hand side, they will have negative sign. So minus ax1 plus by1 plus g. Alright, square minus hdf square equal to 0. So this gives us a plus b into s1 minus ax1 plus by1 plus g Alright, so this is a condition in x1 and y1. If you replace x1 by x and y1 by y, you get the equation of the locus of x and y. To find the equation of the locus of x1 and y1, replace x1 by x and y1 by y. Alright, wherever you have x1, replace it with the x, and wherever you have y1, replace it with y. You get this equation. This is the equation of the director circle. This is the equation of the. Why we are calling it a circle? When you open all these brackets and you see that you will see that this is the equation of the circle, because the coefficient of x square and y square will be same, and there will be no term containing xy. Alright. So this is the equation of a circle, and we can also see that the center of the circle would be same as the center of this conic. So this is how we find the equation of the director circle. So let's we can also do one example if time permits, or I will leave the exercise for you to be done in the exercises that I will attach with this lecture. So you can practice exercise. So you will be given the equation of a conic, and you will be asked to find its director circle. So what you have to do in that exercise, suppose the equation of the conic is this, alright, then you will say let x and y1 be any point on the locus on the director circle. Then the equation of the pair of tangents is ss1 is equal to t square. So write s1 is equal to t square, and since these two tangents are perpendicular to each other, so the coefficient of x square plus the coefficient of y square must be 0. So in this equation, put the coefficient of x square plus y square equal to 0, that would imply this, and replace x1 by x and y1 by y, and that would be the equation of the director circle. So this is how we find the equation of the director circle. That's it. I hope you understood. Thank you.